let's talk a little bit about leading with the hands. So what we want to do when we hit the golf ball is we want to make sure the hands are slightly ahead of the club head. This means that we can control our low point. So it means if my hands are ahead, I can get the club head to strike down. And if my hands aren't ahead, the club head starts coming down early and I'm adding loft to the club. So this then means that I'll lose potential distance, get poorer contact, but also from the sidearm perspective, if I lead with the hands, so the club comes down nice and shallow. If I lead with the club head, see the way it comes down really steep. So we need to make sure that we understand how to get the hands ahead at the point of impact. Now, the obvious one that I'm going to mention first is the functionality of your trail arm. So what should happen, right, there's a bit of confusion about this, but what should happen is as you start the downswing, your upper arm should move to the side of your body, like so, okay? Now, what will also happen is simultaneously is that my lower arm, right, will move away from my upper arm, okay? So simultaneously, both of those motions are happening. And that's key, because a lot of people nowadays, particularly people that have been buying rope swings and, you know, or doing rope training, they're getting a little bit lost with this idea of throwing the club and they're doing this, which ends up being a cast. The reason why that is a cast and this one is not is for the reason that I just said. It's because here my tricep moves down to the side of my body whilst I'm throwing. Okay, so that's the first one, is understanding how to release that arm correctly. The next one, okay, to get your hands forward would be to move left. So if you can hypothetically move left as you bring your arm down towards the side of your body, you are going to be in a great position. But the thing about golf is when I say swing left, so if I divide myself into symmetry here, that's my backswing. Left is not just this, right? That's useless, because that's just going to get me really stuck. I can't release my arm from that type of position. So what happens in golf, if performed correctly, is in the backswing position, you want to try and keep your head still and you want to try and get a nice rotation where you feel like your hands go nice and up and high. And then what will happen is as you start the downswing, see the way I do this little step, boom, little step move there, right? That's just me moving back in towards that lead side. But what really needs to happen from here is I need to move more left. So if I bring my arms down, see the way I'm still going to strike the ground behind the ball. But the way you move left is by moving up. See my pelvis, it's moving left, isn't it? But it's not moving left. Okay, so as I turn my hips and as I allow the pelvis to move to the left, it creates this thrusting motion. And this thrusting motion means that my pelvis is going up. And as my pelvis goes this way, see the way my upper arm can now work into that space as we swing through. And that's what you're looking for. So if you're trying to get your hands forward at the point of impact and all you're doing is sort of doing this, then it's absolutely pointless. It's not going to materialize into anything. What you need to start doing is you actually need to start firing that body. Feel like that lower body's moving more ahead and throw the club down. And that's why, you know, yes, I work with Swing Buddy. You guys know that have watched the channel, but just go and get yourself, if you don't want to do this one, go and get yourself a bit of rope. See what I'm doing? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So because my lower body's moving this way, because I know my arm should move this way, what that translates into is a very athletic motion. But what it also translates into is if I move my lower body this way, I bring my arm like this as I let it straighten. See, my hands are ahead, and that's what gives us the hands ahead look. I'll see you soon.